Hey guys! Today's crochet video is something that I recently thought of. I was seeing some videos on YouTube of making custom gradients, and I wanted to do something similar, but have the colors be more like what I see in one of my favorite yarns, which is the Happy Rainbow by Big Twist. It's that what I call the pastel rainbow. I just used it in my previous video, and I used it in my Roll for Yarn cardigan. I've decided I'm not going to do the custom gradient thing because the way that the video says you should do it is to have two strands going at the same time, so you can take one out and replace it with the next color, and then have it be two of that color, and then continue it like that all the way to the end. And I really don't want to deal with all of that. So the colors that I do have, I actually have 12 colors in two different, I guess, vibrancies of rainbow. I have, and the order in which I kind of planned it out in my head and in the store, we have sky blue, the mint, pale yellow. Now I couldn't find one in Big Twist, so this one is in Loops and Thread. It doesn't say the color, just the color number, VS102, but it's kind of a pale orange, baby pink, and then soft purple. So you can kind of see, it's hard to hold all at once. You can kind of see the rainbow that I have going on here. Nice and pastel-y. When I was at the store, I was having trouble deciding which colors that I wanted to go with, and there were some that were brighter than others. So I ended up getting an entire separate rainbow. This one being brighter. We've got aqua, slime, varsity yellow, orange bright, medium rose, and lilac. So you can see this rainbow is the same but much brighter. Now I wasn't sure what I wanted to make with all the yarn, since I was no longer going to try and do the custom gradient. And I was brainstorming with a friend, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a hexagon cardigan where one half is one rainbow and the other half is the other rainbow. Since there's 12 skeins in total, that should be enough. I really am hoping it's enough. The last two times that I've tried to make a hexagon cardigan and then actually made one were with two different brands of yarn, and the sizes of the skeins were very different. One was a red heart and the other was Caron, and that was the pound skein Caron, and the red heart was their standard size, but I don't know if it's the same as one of these. Yeah, because these are 6 ounces and the Loops and Thread is 7 ounces. And I don't know how much that red heart one was. I never finished it, so I don't even know how many I would have needed for it. I don't know which size hook I want to use yet, 5mm or 5.5mm. I think I'm going to figure that out once I start crocheting, to kind of see what I think feels best. Big Twist suggests a 5mm, and Loops and Threads suggests a 5.5. And I use both interchangeably since I have so much Big Twist. Since I have so much Big Twist, I tend to use either size hook. But yeah, that's what I am going to be making next. And let's get to the crocheting montage. and it's done. This took a lot longer than I expected it to. When it's on the first half, I did the pastel side first. When I started to get to some of the last rows, I was just kind of getting tired of it, and I wonder if the paleness of the pastels were part of it, because I didn't have that issue with this side at all. I realized halfway through that I should have started with purple at the center, but when I was trying to think of the original idea of the gradient, back when I thought I was going to do something with that, I thought it was going to start with blue, and I thought it was just going to be like blue to yellow at first, and obviously I didn't do that. So as you can see, I did 3 rows of each color, and I repeated it twice. So it's a little bit bigger than I thought it would be, but that's okay. I like that it's a big, comfy, like it's really long too, big, comfy sweater. I almost made it a cardigan, but then I'm like, no, I actually really want it to be a sweater. I couldn't really think of anything else to do for the neckline. I'll come in close. So I just did 2 rows of single crochet, wanting to keep the bright color on the bright side and the pastel on the pastel side. And I did the same on the cuffs. This one I did, for the cuffs, I did front loop, back loop, double crochet. And the way I cinched it, because they were really wide sleeves, I did a double crochet into every space between the clusters, but just one. So when I went to go to the next space, I really tried to cinch it in as best I could, and then doing the ribbing as well helped cinch it in. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy crochet, sewing, or any other kinds of crafts, please consider a follow. I upload every Sunday, and I hope to see you there. Bye.